In this video, we are going to look at the problems in the 3-6 slides. I don't have the slides on hand, so we're just going to go with these excuse me, problems that I've written down here. First, we're asked to determine whether the argument is valid or invalid. And this is a more complicated argument than we've dealt with before, but it's one that we can work with without too much trouble. We're just going to start by saying Eddie goes to town is E, Mabel stays at home is M, and Rita will cook is R. And then we can establish our argument. Okay, well, if Eddie goes to town, then Mabel stays at home is E implies M. And if Mabel does not stay at home, then Rita will cook is not M implies R. And Rita will not cook, so not R. Implies that Eddie does not go to town, that's not E. So we can set up our usual truth table, not using P, Q, and R, but E, M, and R. But we still set it up the same way. And so E has true, 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 false, 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 true, true, false, false, true, true, false, false, true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. Okay, and then I start with my E's. Well, E is just going to be true, 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 false, 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 false. And not E will be the opposite, false, 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 true, 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 true. Next, M. True, true, false, false, true, true, false, false. Not M. False, false, true, true, false, false, true, true. R. True, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. Finally, not R. False, true, false, true, false, true, false, true. Okay, with that done, we start evaluating the individual arguments. E implies M, or E, if E then M. Well, this is false if E is true and M is false, but otherwise it's true. So we've got true, true, false, false, true, 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 true. And I'll circle it to emphasize it. Next, not M implies R. Again, true implies false. If true implies false, it's false. Otherwise, it's true. False implies true is true. False implies false is true. True implies true is true. True implies false is false. And we circle that one. Now, these ands are only true if every statement is true. So here we have true, true, false. That's false. I'm just going to use one of these ands. True, true, true is true. False, true, false is false. False, false, true is false. True, true, false is false. True, true, true is true. True, true, false is false. False, false, true is false. So put that in a block. We'll put this one in a block because these are the two that we need to compare now. False implies false is true. True implies false is false. False implies false is true. False implies false is true. False implies true is true. True implies true is true. False implies true is true. False implies true is true. And now we examine this bolded block. Well, remember that a logical argument is only true if it's true for every possible combination of truth values of the original statements. We have a false here, therefore this is not a valid argument. Next up, we have this argument: supply a conclusion that yields a valid argument for the following premises. Babies are illogical, we'll call this B. Nobody is despised who can manage a crocodile. Not D implies C. Illogical persons are despised. Okay. That should be B implies I. We'll say I is illogical, B is baby. Not D. D is despised, and C is crocodile. Can manage a crocodile. So this is I implies D. Okay, so here is our argument so far. B implies I, and not D implies C, and I implies D. Now, we need to come up with a conclusion that will always be true. And my thought here is our conclusion should be babies cannot manage crocodiles. B implies not C. This follows by this. B implies I. Babies are illogical, and illogical persons are despised. Together, those give us B implies D. If it's a baby, then it's despised. Obviously, this is not true, but it follows from the logic that we're given here. Logic does not have to be accurate. Well, not D implies C, but B implies D. From this, it follows that B implies not C. So babies cannot manage crocodiles. Manage, not manage. That's it for this video. If you have questions, please get in touch.